CenterStrain01 back at you with more Mass Effect 3. That's right. Starting off previously from our last video, this is going to be pretty much a roaming around, kind of talking to crew members again kind of video. Right after this video, we're going to go directly into the next part of our main mission story, which is to cure the genophage, which that is like one of the biggest parts, and I'm sure it's going to be an amazing story, maybe sad, who knows what's going to happen. But I think for this one right now, we're just going to get into this and try to see if we have any new messages, maybe collect some different things, upgrade some armors, talk to people, see what we can do.
I heard what Victor's did.
He was a brave man.
I don't think I could... there I go again. I was going to say that I could never do that.
But
I was wrong. Being here, watching you, you've shown me what it means to serve in the Alliance.
You're a good officer, Trainer. Glad you finally realize it.
Thanks. Not that I'm volunteering for bomb jump duty. I'd suggest sending someone who has armor first, if possible.
Okay, so we can't actually really talk to her just yet, but we get to learn a little bit more about her. And I think you can romance her if you want, but you guys know I'm going for the Ashley romance. But I will do everything up till when it says, do you want her as a romance? So if I need to flirt with her or whatever, I'll do it. But of course, I'll stick with Ashley.
Once the Krogan are gone, we'll get rid of the smell.
While this body has olfactory sensors, I do not have positive or negative associations with any specific scent.
Hey, I know I used to rag on Garrus for being all angry, but I'm glad he's back. There's a whole lot of...
Hello, Shepard.
Still getting used to greeting people in person?
No. I require only one occurrence to adapt to a new concept.
How are you adjusting to the arms and legs?
This body's performance seemed adequate on our last mission. But only adequate.
That's not the word I'd use to describe you.
Perhaps we should speak privately.
I'll be over here, flying the ship.
Alone.
What's this about? Does Joker not like your new platform?
No, he approves. He wants me on the bridge. He says having me within visual range is important to his morale. Shepard, do you believe your crew members should be allowed to disobey an order on moral grounds?
Absolutely. I have no use for team members who can't think for themselves. Why are you asking about something like that?
I was designed by Cerberus. I do not take moral stances that conflict with orders from my executive officers. But when Jeff removed my AI shackles, I became capable of self-modifying my core programming. I asked Jeff if he thought I should change anything now that I can. He deflected the question with humor.
And you didn't get an answer?
Correct. He has repeated this pattern in response to several of my inquiries. Do you think I should make modifications?
Only you can really answer that question. That's the point of free will.
But moral decisions should not be made in a vacuum. If I do not ask the crew for their opinion, I could miss crucial context. May I ask you the questions Jeff avoids? When there is time, will you answer them for me?
If you think it'll help, I'll do what I can.
Very well. I will keep you informed.
Okay, that's actually pretty interesting. And we got some more reputation. Let's see if we can ask her one of those questions, or see if she can ask us one of them.
Yes, Shepard?
Does that body have any useful advantages?
Very few. It's optics space forward only. It has no integrated weapon systems or anti-missile countermeasures.
I meant in comparison to organic bodies, not the Normandy.
Oh. I will reassess. The body is resistant to modern small arms fire and temperature extremes. Its balance and agility seem excellent. Its fine manipulation servos and software allow for precision tasks. I'm curious to see if I can alter them.
Can an AI be curious?
I am not entirely free from motivation, Shepard. Cerberus programmed me with several core functions that simulate desires. For example, my primary objective to keep the Normandy functioning is similar to your self-preservation instinct.
You look like you're in the middle of something.
I am adapting the infiltration and sabotage programs this body uses for handheld firearms.
Why not download a firearms program from a security firm?
Because she knows what she's doing.
The fine motor control from the sabotage programs is more precise than standard mech software. It would be negligent of me not to exploit it to its fullest potential.
So you're capable of making improvements on your own?
Correct. The cyber warfare I was designed for is constantly evolving. Accordingly, I am programmed to seek out and assimilate new information. In organic terms, I want to learn.
How's the new body working out?
It is interesting. The crew are approaching this platform to speak to me, even though they can do so anywhere in the ship. It's as if they wish to treat me as part of the crew. I am not, but this changes my perspective. I like it.
I didn't realize you had preferences.
I do not precisely enjoy something as you do, but my programming contains priorities. Actions that fulfill those priorities creates positive feedback for me. I tell the organic crew that I like it. It is shorthand.
Will all this new feedback be too distracting?
Do not worry, Shepard. I only forget to recycle the Normandy's oxygen when I've discovered something truly interesting. That was a joke.
How did you and Joker make it out of dry dock to rescue us?
Oh, she got crafty. You do not want to get on her bad side, Commander.
When the Alliance commandeered the Normandy, I deceived their technicians. The crew did not tell them that I was a true AI, so the Alliance soldiers believed I still had VI programming constraints. I established the fiction that I would only respond to Jeff's commands, so they often brought him on board under guard.
Wait, you can lie?
Jeff has freed me of operator control, Shepard. No constraints forced me to give accurate data. This proved useful when the Reapers began landing. I could hack the control of the docking clamps and escape with Jeff inside. The soldiers guarding Jeff were willing to accompany us when Earth was invaded. They are watching over the war room now.
Yeah, we were in kind of a rush to get to you. Didn't seem right to just toss him out the airlock.
Carry on, Edie.
Understood. If you wish to talk more, this body will be here. I'm getting the crew used to seeing me on the bridge.
Noted.
Okay, wow, so we learned some great information about Edie there.
You gotta love the Turians. After they beat you down and sterilize you, they strap a big old bomb to your planet. You know, just in case you get uppity again someday.
I'm just glad we disarmed it.
Okay, so let's go talk to some of our crew here.
Have we found any new engineers for the Crucible glyph?
5 ex-Sonax Industries scientists who attempted to reverse engineer Prothean technology stolen from planet Garva. They are technically still wanted by the Council for hiding Prothean technology.
Busy?
I have time if you'd like to talk. In fact, I could use the distraction.
What's on your mind?
How long it took the Reapers to eradicate the Protheans, and how long they'll need for us. It took them centuries to conquer the Protheans. We're not quite so widespread, but it would still take at least 100 years. It's selfish, but I keep thinking that if we fail... I'm only 109, Shepard. I could live to see the entire cycle come to an end.
Only 109, huh?
I know. It must seem strange to complain about a 1,000-year lifespan. I used to think it was sad that most aliens live such short lives. Maybe it's not such a privilege to outlive so many. To witness so much death.
Don't drive yourself crazy about this, Liara. We're still in the fight.
Only because you're still driving it forward. We finally have other leaders on our side, but none will take us as far as you can. Sometimes I wonder how you do it.
I think of the people I care about. That helps keep me going.
I'm glad I'm among them. I hope.
Of course you are.
I feel better already. Thank you for coming by, Shepard. Why don't we talk later?
Okay, so it looks like we built some relationship with her. And we got warp unlocked, available in Medbay. Don't know what that really means. But let's check out our terminal here. One-time upgrade to a variety of weapons to increase ammo capacity. Ammo capacity bonus. And let's see. Power damage or power recharge speed. I'll say cooldown. Alright, well that's it. Now let's go check out some information from the broker terminal. Got some new emails. You won't get this for a while unless you find an extranet connection working on Earth. I've made it out to the weapons we're building. The device isn't even halfway complete, and it's the most breathtaking piece of technology I've ever seen. Wish you could see this. So this is a message from Kaylee Saunders to David Anderson. Hey Saunders, checking out the kids. Saunders, how are they, Jack? They'll do good. This is going to be long. So wait, some. I had an idea. Look for yourself. Okay, I guess that's it. Then we've got an audio log. Grunt addresses new company recruits. I wish they actually had the audio for that. That would have been cool. So, okay, let's see here. You guys can read this. I'm reading this by myself. I don't want to be annoying. Okay. That's a lot of information. So I guess we need to actually come back here and check that out. Weapon damage bonus. All those are all the things that we unlock.
Please enjoy your day.
I will. Let's go see if our favorite Turian has anything to say.
I'll assume you didn't know about this. My good friend wouldn't hide the fact that his people planted a doomsday bomb on my planet, right?
Rex, I was just as much in the dark as you, honest.
That's what I needed to hear. Just making you sweat, Garrus. Wasn't sure you could. You're always so calm.
I'd be happy. I don't know what Turian came up with the idea, but a doomsday bomb was damned ingenious. Embarrassing. I'm glad Rex is taking this so well. My people haven't exactly treated his kind with charity over the years. Later.
Okay, so since we haven't completed any new actual missions, we still don't have the chance to talk. But that's alright. Still lots of other places that we're going to go to and see if we can talk to Eve and Morden. Hey guys, I'm coming. I'll be right there.
Perhaps stimulate cell regeneration with a... Shepard, Eve ready for travel to Tuchanka.
How is she doing?
No fever currently. Heart rate elevated, likely stress. Eating appropriately. Could use another blanket, something soft.
I think we've seen all these before.
Fully before synthesizing cure. My medical recommendation.
My people don't have time for that.
Her opinion, somewhat different.
What can you tell me about the Shroud?
Climate regulator. Counteracts radiation damage to Tuchanka's atmosphere from nuclear war. Particles emitted from main tower form layer that mitigates ultraviolet bombardment, prevents atmospheric escape of necessary elements.
And your people put it up?
Yes, when uplift process began. Demonstration of goodwill to Krogan, stabilize climate, impress population. Combined with technological gifts, easy to gain Krogan support against Rachni.
You've always defended your genophage work. What,
never change mind.
Those circumstances?
Reaper invasion.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
We'll be here if you need me. Continuing to study Shroud in meantime.
Okay, so really not too much new information with Morden, so let's see if we have anything with her.
Something else, Commander?
How has Morden been treating you?
Better than Krogan males do. He's not like a typical Solarian.
No. Organ redundancy results in new period before metaphase. Can't alter that. Damage to telomeres, premature aging.
He does that.
But I sense pain in him, too. He told me about his work on the genophage. I should consider him an enemy.
Sorry, Borgia?
Well, it wasn't his ear.
Okay, we've
Thanks
seen
for
all
talking
this.
to me.
It's my pleasure, Commander.
So I was just making sure. And we can assign powers too. Not that I really... Power bonuses, though. What's this? Blast vulnerable opponents already lifted by biotics for a damage bonus and weaken the armor. Oh, those are the bonus. Okay, I got you. I guess you can just buy them. Yeah, it's free. That's not too bad. But I like the way our powers are right now. I don't think there's anything we need to do. And there's nothing in here. Let's go down and talk to our Diane, huh? To that news reporter, see if she has anything good to say. Whatever her last name is.
Now, the Arcturus station destroyed and the Alliance Parliament feared dead. But Admiral Stephen Hackett says the fleets can regroup. We'll hear it from him right here in the battle space.
Hey, Mom.
You know, in the old days, they didn't have automatic cameras. Reporters had to cake on the makeup. Do we need to talk, Commander?
Get off my ship!
Not right now, Allers.
Let me know when we do.
I don't know if I actually like what she's wearing. I think they just went a little too far to make her too much lifelike. They could have toned it down a little bit for a more realistic approach. Okay, so there's nothing to learn there. I think the next place we'll go to is the shuttle after this. Maybe there's something we can learn from this guy.
Your people would have made a good addition to our empire, Turian. You are cunning.
Uh-huh. And by addition, you mean slave race?
Subservient race. There is some enjoyment in speaking to this Turian. His knowledge of war is formidable. Though he would be an even better marksman if he had 4 eyes. Back when the Krogan rebelled, I would have detonated a bomb that day. There was no need for the genophage.
Okay, so we know how we know how this guy does. He's a good fighter though. He's got like an amazing weapon. That assault rifle is just awesome.
It's great to be back.
Feels good to be in an Alliance uniform again.
Welcome aboard, Chief.
Commander.
Yeah, you remember those guys from Mass Effect 2? And now we're actually going to go downstairs. And one thing about this is not only can you do all that stuff in the captain's cabin or whatever, you know, change your armor, but you can do it all downstairs as well. You don't always have to go.
Hey, Esteban, for your shuttle being so stealthy and all, you sure do get shot at a lot.
Well, the UT-47A stealth systems only internalize heat and high-band emissions. So while few sensors can pick us up, our cover is blown as soon as someone looks up.
Time for an upgrade.
Most scanners and tracking systems don't operate in mid-range frequencies. Sure, maybe we've been shot at, but we haven't been shot down.
Yet. Lucky for us, you're almost as good a pilot as you think you are.
Well, yeah. There's that, too.
Rex is a badass. I bet he's got some real interesting stories to tell. More than something else. His mouth moves faster than a frog on a hot rock in the middle of summer. Parts of Tuchanka reminded me of the desert back home. The lizards and worms are bigger, but, you know, the sand and everything.
Okay, so there's still not really anything to learn from these guys. Let's see if we can talk to Cortez. I think this is him.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double-checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
It's good to know.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There's this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
Don't get any funny ideas, though. I'm just trying to build my repertoire with my crew members. I'm not trying to start a gay relationship. Okay, so we got our armor locker. We got the procurement interface. We haven't actually done this yet. So bi-pistol and submachine gun mods as well as armor. Oh, so these are all the places that we have been to. So we can do it all from the Normandy. Everything's just a little bit more expensive here. Ooh, this seems to have like the most. That infernal badass armor. They give you lots of money and stuff here. Oh, look at that guy, the capacitator helmet. That just looks too weird. We still don't have enough for the Black Widow sniper rifle. It's probably a badass weapon too. Turret control. When Cerberus forces fled the Citadel. What is this? If granted the necessary funding, Alliance operatives familiar with Cerberus tech can obtain control. Ooh, remote. I'll try it. Okay. We'll see what this... What do we have here? Ooh, that's a nice one. Turian's Spirit of Creation. I'm liking what we have so far, though, I think. Let's take a look at our weapons upgrades here. What do we use a lot? Something that we can upgrade because we use it a lot. We use the Scorpion all the time. So we're definitely going to use this guy. And we could even go Scorpion 3. And I think we use... Is it the Matlock that we use or the Vin... it's definitely the Matlock, I think. Or there it is. And we'll do this one. We'll see what that does for us. Last but not least, we're going to change some armor. The reason I want to do this is because our next mission that we do is going to be a big, huge mission, and I want to be looking like a complete badass when we do it. So we got the N7 Defender as soon as it changes over. Or I guess that's what it is. Collector armor. It's loading. I guess we gotta wait for it to load. Okay, there we go. So that's what the collector armor looks like. Now, to me, that looks like badass right there. It's like, you don't fuck with this guy. Then again, that also looks badass. That's just a little too thick for me, though. And that's what we got, of course. And the Reckoner Knight one, which we don't really need to see. I think we'll just stick with this collector one. I think that'll be pretty sweet. So we got a lot more shields, more health, and it's going to be badass. I never did like this one. I mean, we used it a lot in my Mass Effect 2 playthrough, but I never did really like it. And that's just too... I'm not one of those diplomat guys. I'd be more just like that one, or... I think actually I'm going to go with this one from now on. Okay. So now we got our new threads. Got a few new things. So since we've unlocked a few of the Citadel thingies, what we're going to do now is really quick head to the Citadel and finish those up. So join me for the Citadel right after this.
I can't. Have you found my son?
I found your son's body in the slums on Benning. He sacrificed himself to save his squad.
I see. Their guilt made them avoid me. They should feel honored by his sacrifice. I know that I do. Thank you, my friend.
Cerberus forces have reportedly attacked a Solarian
All right.
medical facility on Cerberus.
Look at that. We just got some awesome stuff sent our way. So let's see if there's anything else. Just those two. I don't think there's really anything else to do.
I overheard you talking. Grissom Academy is gone. But I found this while I was there.
What is this? Yes, these are tailored to human physiology, but with a few alterations, they should work for the Asari as well. This is exactly what I needed. Thank you.
Okay.
Tell Matriarch Athena that our huntresses should have the upgrades waiting for them on their next shore leave. No.
I found this metagel formula and figured you could make good use of it.
Where did you find this? Never mind, it doesn't matter. Yes, we can put this to good use. Thank you.
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkaw.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive core emissions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turians' shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you. And I'm with you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look. No guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had eezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it. Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this.
All right, so it looks like we just got to talk to Cortez and do a little Paragon action there, so this is really cool. And you can see the Normandy ship right there. That's awesome. So this is going to complete this part for our Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Next mission we will be undertaking will be the main story mission on Tuchanka, which is curing the genophage. So please stay tuned for that, guys. Watch it. It's going to be exciting. I'm sure it's going to be one badass hell of a mission, and hopefully I will do everything I need to keep the kind of playthrough that I want going. So thanks for watching, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next part. Yeah.